You've said yes to something this week that you didn't want to do. You knew it the moment the word left your mouth. And you did it anyway. Welcome back to MindScripts. Today we're breaking down people-pleasing. Not as a personality trait, but as a survival strategy your brain built a long time ago. Part 1. People-pleasing isn't kindness. Most people think people-pleasers are just naturally generous. Sometimes, but often, what looks like generosity is actually threat management. The people-pleaser isn't giving because they want to. They're giving because saying no feels dangerous. Somewhere along the way, the brain learned an equation. Someone's disapproval equals real risk. So it started paying people off with agreement, just to keep the peace. Part 2. Where the wiring comes from. This usually starts early. A household where conflict felt unsafe, where love felt conditional on being easy, where anger from an adult felt genuinely threatening to a child who had no way to leave the room. The brain adapts. It learns. If I stay agreeable, I stay safe. And that strategy, built for a child with no power, gets carried into adulthood, where it no longer fits. Part 3. The hidden cost. Every yes you don't mean quietly teaches your brain that your own preferences don't count as much as everyone else's comfort. Over time, this doesn't just cost you time, it costs you your own sense of what you actually want, because you've spent so long optimizing for other people's reactions instead. And here's the cruel irony. People-pleasing rarely earns the respect. It's chasing. People sense when agreement is fear-based, not want-based, even when they can't name why. Part 4. How to actually rewire it. First, delay your yes. Say, let me check and get back to you, even when you already know your answer. This breaks the automatic reflex and gives your prefrontal cortex, not your fear response, a say in the decision. Second, practice tolerating someone's mild disappointment on purpose, in low-stakes situations. Your brain needs evidence that disapproval doesn't equal disaster, and it only learns that by surviving it, not by avoiding it forever. Third, remember that a boundary is not an attack, it's information. No tells someone what's actually available, which is more respectful long-term than a resentful yes. Closing. People-pleasing was never about being a good person. It was a strategy for staying safe in a world where saying no once felt too risky. You're allowed to update the strategy. The room you're in now is not the room you learned this in. If you've ever said yes while every part of you was screaming, no, subscribe. I break down one psychology fact like this every single day, and this one might be for you.